1.5 million pounds of eggs. That's how many eggs a former Obama political appointee has exported to South Korea since March 2017.
Back in November of 2016, there was a really bad outbreak of bird flu. And as a result, the government issued a protocol to basically kill all the millions of chickens. These flocks were just wiped out.
According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the South Korean government slaughtered nearly 20% of its total chicken stock. A lack of chickens caused egg prices to soar to about $10 per carton. Sam says he saw an opportunity to launch his own venture after President Trump took office. That's how 7 Seas Export was born.
We're in the business to business, which means we don't sell directly to consumers. What I do sell to, however, is food producers and companies that may use my eggs as an ingredient for their end product, right?
That includes bakeries that need eggs to make things like cake and bread. Sam says he had a strategy. Eggs are fragile, so he needed a way to make sure they'd survive the trek across the ocean. That's why he freezes the yolk.
The eggs are good for a year in the frozen state. And so for a lot of countries like Korea who have these bird flu contaminations, they can actually keep inventory of eggs for over a year. And when these crises flare up, they have these frozen eggs that they can use as reserves.
His exported eggs come from 2 farms in Washington and New York. Before they're shipped, the eggs are sanitized with flashes of UV light. Then they're stored in 40-foot containers to endure the long journey to South Korea. It wasn't all smooth sailing for this self-made entrepreneur. He says it was challenging to mediate trade regulations between the 2 countries.
It's not as seamless as a lot of people think it is. And so that was kind of the huge learning curve that I had to get over, is that what are the forms that I need? What needs to get there? You know, what do I need to do in order for this to pass customs and stuff like that?
Though Sam is in the game of making profit, he says paying tribute to his South Korean roots is the most rewarding.
I take tremendous pride in the Korean heritage. And so to be able to work with Korea and in a sense help strengthen economic ties between the 2 countries, it's been a tremendous experience and I love it, and I hope I can continue to do it.